Welcome back, everyone. Of course, I'm your host, as always, Strong Legs, and joined with me once again is DarfMike, and we'll be bringing you the commentary for what should be, at least, a pretty exciting match between Bulgaria and Romania. And that is Skade versus Nexus, if you're wondering who that is, and hopefully enough Counter-Strike to make us all go, yeah. Initial thoughts on this?
I'm excited for it. Spellin is obviously a player I'm most familiar with from either lineup. I haven't really checked out either of these teams play yet, so I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. Skade, the veto from first blush, looks like it's going to be pretty friendly for them, so Nexus, I think, is going to have to bring some strong form. Hopefully, we get a bit more of a series here than we did in the first one of the day. It was a bit of a one-sided affair, although the second map got interesting. But I'm hoping that between Nexus and Skade, we'll see a little bit more fireworks breaking out here.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, by the way, the first map is going to be Overpass, and if I'm not mistaken, the second map is Mirage and Inferno as the decider, which all are pretty good maps. And of course, Skade is very well versed on Overpass, especially with Spellin leading the charge, kind of taking on that leader role in this lineup has been nothing short of awesome. Oh my god, that's my phone ringing. But yeah, I think this is going to be crazy. If I'm not mistaken, I see 10 players in the server. I think fake knife round has gone underway, so as soon as that's over, we'll be jumping straight into the action, so you won't have to look at us anymore. We can just watch some Counter-Strike. That's what we're all here for. If you're in here, by the way, just a quick message to everyone in the chat. I know some of you guys are placing bets and whatnot, but please maintain a level of respect for everyone involved, including the league, staff, us as commentators, and of course the players, and most importantly, each other. So please have some respect, and let's all just have some fun and enjoy watching Counter-Strike, a game that we're all here collectively as a community just coming along. But enough of that. Let's hop into the action. Let's get some Counter-Strike rolling.
Let's get into it. I think the one silver lining here. Well, let's see who's going to be starting on that. Which side? There's a possibility to keep maybe Skade off balance to begin with. Nexus, obviously, this is Skade's map pick, so they're going to start on that CT side. They won't have to contend with a strong CT op right off the bat. They can get their own game plan underway here. Going to be doing a little bit of a boost up towards B. Early warning system. I like this. And it's well positioned as well, because this does seem to be the bulk of the Skade presence, at least the bomb floating this direction. A little bit of control out towards playground, and heavy long presence from Nexus, which is not something you see every day. But they are going to go for it. Here's the tree spring. Spellin might get caught by it. He has no idea. Now he's ready for it. Dueling off, but he's still going to lose his life to SXE. That's going to be at least the first blood taken. But they've fallen back on the other bomb site. This should be a bomb plant guaranteed. Indeed, they're going to plant it open. This is bold. Fortunately for them, no one's in heaven as of yet. So Rocking is going to be able to punch in those numbers. And now they've got a pretty advantageous plant position. And at least, well, I was going to say for the moment, they held at bay, but Cello gets into the action, and all the kills are stacking up for Nexus. They are racking these up, and nobody's even damaged yet on their CT side. So Defuse can come through, and frankly, the remaining T-side players aren't even in position to really deny this. You'll see Raptor trying to get back into contend, but it doesn't matter. The bomb's already defused, and while he'll do a ton of damage there right at the end, it's ultimately going to be a round for Nexus.
Wow. Okay, Rafty, a little bit of display of skill towards the end, and I think with the bomb plan and those 3 kills, he just got a comfortable AK buy out of that one. And that is really unlucky for Skade. I think they had a pretty well thought out strat with the A alert coming out late from heaven to secure the round, but I think they took a little too many casualties early on in the round. But now it is Nexus, bought up, FAMAS's, rifles, MP9s, looking to shred their opponent, but little do they know they're up against a full armor buy along with 4 rifles. Spellin, the only player that does not have a rifle, still has the deagle and armor. It cannot be discounted by any means. And it is Skade that we're seeing right now, just advancing on the outside control, taking sands, beginning to take control of bathrooms. Braga barely holding on to a little sliver of a gap.
This is interesting, though. The danger definitely close. Rocking gained this ground. Just a thin wall between him and Raga. And control towards long. They had such an emphasis on long last round. This time, it's going to be BTN peeking around the corner and getting the heck out of dodge. Wants nothing to do with that. Raga will take first blood, and there's the set. The control of the bathroom. This is a one-dimensional push from the T's, but they'll at least get the first frag. Need a little bit more. And damage, not necessarily working out for them. Raftu now solo, vulnerable to the nade. AG comes in for the dunk. That's a touchdown right there, and it's going to be Spellin All that's left. Just trying to get a little something going here. All he's got is a Deeg, 46 health, and armor. He's already got 2 kills to his name. Might get a third, where players quite low, but they'll secure it. Nexus keeping 3 alive, keeping rifles alive to boot as well. Going to survive that force buy, going to get themselves a nice, comfortable eco here. Looking for a clean conversion off this pistol. I think that really comes down to the control outside bathrooms, right? Because I actually like that setup from the T's. They got close, but then it was ultimately just the control of the player right outside the wall in bathrooms, which I think was rough to manage to keep them, or rather, no, so Raga, who managed to keep them alive.
Yeah, I think it was mostly the fact that as well they were so coordinated with their utility on the long A control, right? That it was just so difficult for the Bulgarian boys to make any space there on that long A hit, but now we're off to an alright start here for Skade. They've gotten the first pick. They've taken a little damage getting that one as well. Now, of course, they don't have much armor, so they are going to be shredded by any of the weapons. Nexus, they're doing a great job early in this half. They've denied the first round in the second round. They denied themselves a double eco, but now they're starting to sustain some casualties, something that, realistically speaking, they can't really afford to do because a buy from Skade is coming next round, and last thing they want is a double eco.
Go. Nice timely smoke there. That was actually, was that a T-side smoke that came? It's a little questionable to me. They had the pressure up on Raga, but they don't want to deal with it. They want to rotate off, and it's because they found a soft spot over towards B. Spellin has just walked out here. He's got the Deagle. Doesn't have the armor, but likely will be able to get a plant at the least here. He's trying to clear further once more, and SXE is going to back into him. Oh, no, it's exactly what he was waiting for. That one kill. Knew a player was likely up on construction, and it yields fruit. Now the bomb's going to be planted. He'll be able to get back around, get to the rifle as well, and get the heck out of dodge. He's going to reposition to throw this Molotov to pin them further back. That's going to mean that both players have to come out to heaven position. They're prepared to do so. But this gets tough. They have no information on these remaining players. Yes, they don't have armor, but all it's going to take is one player finding the back of an exposed CT for this to all fall apart. To try to come around to get this defuse. There's the first. That's big. And the second as well. Raga, nice responses here. And the defuse should be able to come through here, but they got to hop on immediately. They've realized where Rocking is. He just doesn't have the health to take this fight, especially without armor. All it takes is one last shot, and that's going to be the round. But that was risky, Roy. The bomb plant through. So much damage done. That's looking a little curious.
What happened to the Molotov that Spellin picked up off the body? Why wasn't he the player in short A? Or, excuse me, short B, just holding on to it?
Dumped it immediately back into graffiti. To hold it back, which is why they both came out heaven, but still, it could have been held a little bit longer. But he got it out of his hands pretty quick.
Yeah, I feel like that was a great contingency plan, right? That's really unfortunate there for Skade. They've done a good job, though. That was a solid eco. That wasn't just pistols, no armor after all, right? So the fact that they even brought it down to that scenario is phenomenal. But now this is really Nexus holding on to their lifeline, right? This is the remainder of their economy, remainder of their investment, all used up. But they are off to a good start. Raga's again on the opening pick. Spellin gets boosted up. 1-for-1 trade. Maintains the advantage for Nexus. And the Romanian side continue to be active on this map. They're moving around. They're not becoming plants, Mike.
Not rooted to the ground at all. That's going to be a nice pick for Denny's Law. That might just open the site up, but there's still Zello. He's got something to say. There's 1 and 2. Big play from Zello. Locks down this site. Bomb was nowhere nearby, but he's going to make sure it can't make its way to B. And now it's all onto Rocking. He's alone. He's lost all of his teammates. He's got no utility whatsoever. He's just operating as a lone wolf, trying to get towards the site, trying to get something going here. Maybe he sneaks in a bomb plant. BTN is not on the upper site, so they're playing very passive towards A. So he should be able to at least get the numbers punched in here if he just goes ahead and forces that issue. But not a lot more, potentially, for Skade. Rocking needs to come up huge here. They're going to have a hope of taking the round. And I'm really impressed with Nexus so far. They've done a fantastic job of responding to everything that Skade is sending their way.
Yeah. It's
early days, but it's very promising.
Yeah, and I think the one thing that I'm really impressed by with Nexus is the fact that they're willing to leave sites completely open. Right? This is the second time we've seen it. Look at this. Rocking's just walking in. He's confused. He's like, what? There's no one here, really? And that kind of creates a little confusion for him. But it's just Nexus remaining together, remaining strong as a unit. And now they're going to be retaking with all 3 men coming in from the same direction. Potential via bank and jump up. And Rocking 1 versus 3.
use tap, and it doesn't even matter. They drop the smoke, but that just serves to give Zello his 3rd kill of the round. Having a fantastic performance here. 6-1 right now. Just a clinical round. And that's a 4th on the board. That's the 1st gun round overcome. Of course, with the plant, we'll get another gun round right off the back of it. There's plenty of money there for Skade. But so far, they've had a lot of trouble. They've been getting bomb plants, right? Because as we talked about, Nexus is willing to give them to them. They've had trouble getting to advantageous situations, getting this early damage. It's been tough for them. Need to see a bit of an adjustment, and this time it's looking like aggression in towards Connector. There's 2 CTs here. Utility will slow them down at least for the moment, but that's a lot of information gained as well. And I think we've got a... Oh, I thought it was a boost up for a second on the steps, but no, they're just playing 2 in here, ready for a take, ready for some sort of aggression out from Skade.
And they're keeping it kind of... They're keeping Skade guessing early, right? In terms of what they're doing, in terms of where they're going for their aggression, where they're going for that info flow. And so far, it's been working out quite nicely. But there's still a lot of time left on the clock, and Skade is regaining ground here by the second towards the outside. Party, fountain, soon bathrooms.
ETN's going to retake this position outside bathrooms. Timely flash pushes him back, but he's only going to be cowed for a second. He's continuing to control bench here. And this was a position that gave them some trouble previously. Weren't very good at clearing this out. This time, certainly, they're going to hard check. And the gun comes around the corner, and he gets the tip off. He gets the advantage. Timely flash as well. BTN with the 2nd frag as well. That flash thrown from Raga was perfectly timed. Now this is just an easy setup. Raga can hold it steady. He can fall off this into the bank if they want. They do clear BTN. They're trying to get a little cheeky around the bathrooms, and the 2nd kill as well starts to pose some questions. But the rotations are timely. Zello is here, and as we've seen, Zello does not mess around. So that's going to be a 5th round for Nexus, comfortably at that. And they are just kind of rolling here. Again, Skade just have had a lot of trouble getting these initial fights, getting this initial aggression, taking any sort of an advantage, and then by the time they're hitting the site, the presence is just overwhelmingly Nexus.
Yeah, kind of appreciate their approach as well, right? We're playing forward early on, right? And that's forcing Skade to use a lot of their utility to retake that very far away control. So by the time they get to the sites, right, they don't really have much left in their hands to use. And Nexus has everything to use. And so far, this is looking pretty convincing for Nexus, I must admit. The remaining side is absolutely crushing it right now, and every round is different. Every round is dynamic. They have their protocols in check. Right, they had that bathroom player, Divider. He got the 1st kill, waited for the flash, got the 2nd, and then immediately he was on the long A flank. That's so sick. That's a lot of pressure. And right now, Skade has not found a single solution just yet. But right now, they are flooding over the bathrooms.
Reminder as well, this is Skade's map pick. So it's also something to keep in the back of your mind that this is a map that they should be feeling comfortable on. Of course, the T side can be tricky, especially now that you've got that CT all up. But I expect to see a little bit more of an impact. Still early days, very early days. Lots of chance to recover to figure this out here. This time it looks like they're going to go for a bit of a burst on towards A. There's heavy presence here though from Nexus, including that off. It's a pretty good setup to deal with this. They've still got utility as well to slow this up. And as we start to hit 35 seconds, they've got to make a decision. Spellin is throwing some utility over towards B, and he's drawn the rotator, but only for a second. IM's going to get back in, throwing a flash to do so. He's lost his teammates in the meantime. IM have a lot to do now. He's found 1, gets the 2nd as well, the low HP player. Looking for the 3rd, but running out of bullets there, going to make it a little more difficult. Zello somehow anticipates Spellin rotating all the way back around. That's going to leave Rainwalker on his own. And he's not going to be able to find anything more. Bomb will be defused. A plant again means that Skade will continue to be able to buy here, and this buy is going to be very healthy indeed. But Nexus, meanwhile, are perfectly happy to continue to bank these rounds.
I think so. Although that did kind of come a little closer than it should have probably. Nexus, they maintain the same sort of weaponry approach, right? Single op, 4 rifles. This time, it looks like they want to go really aggressive on towards the A site early. They have the opera towards long A. They have BTN kind of in long bathrooms as a pivot point, right? He keeps eyes on connector. He keeps eyes on long to support his teammate if he needs to. And right now, Skade on the other hand, they're kind of doing their default towards the B site. It looks like it's a full set piece coming in on the B site, and soon players will begin to flood.
might be able to get this fast flank as well, especially as Zello gets the first kill. It's going to distract focus. He's clearing out the connector just to make sure there's no one here lurking. There isn't indeed. The question is he going to continue to push through on this flank? It seems like he might. No, he's coming back to the door now, and Gill's coming in on site, rocking. That's two massive cracks, but unfortunately time to reload as he pushes around the corner. Gonna get him caught by the flare and water. Quickly traded though, and here we go. Skade are on the board. Denny's Law manages to clear out the last two, and there we go. A little bit of an answer, a response, a site take. It's comfortable. They've got some control, and they're actually going to bring in the timeout immediately off the back of that because they know how important it is to be able to convert this next round. The money's not great for Nexus. They're going to be at the end of their rope. If they can win this, if they can win this gun round, all of a sudden this map is blown wide open. They got a great chance to get back into it.
Now, Skade might have had a bit of a rough start, but at least they've been consistently keeping Nexus's economy in check, right? They haven't really been necessarily clean rounds for the Romanian side. Now, Skade, they're sitting pretty. They have a lot of money. They have a massive loss bonus. They have a bit of a safety net. So these rounds are so important for them to close out. At least one of these next couple rounds for Skade needs to be closed out for them to at least bring this deficit back, potentially take the lead here towards the end of this half. And if they can finish with, even, I mean, 6 rounds, 7 rounds is great. If they can finish with a win at 8 rounds, if they close out this half 9-6, that would be massive for their psyche for sure. Right now, this timeout is over. Strategizing is done. It's time to put it in action. And I really wonder what the approach will be here for Nexus. They've been pretty versatile with rifles and ops, but now they have a little less than that. They have MP9 and a CC for VTN. And it looks like they're going very aggressive towards connector.
Down here, Molly's round connector control, at least being held on to for the moment for Nexus. They're gonna stack up, but that's exactly what Rainwaker was hoping for, and he's gonna get the damage onto himself with the kill in his pocket, and that's all that matters. And again, the trades continuing to stack up here for the T side, and they're perfectly content with this. As long as you keep the advantage here, they're A-okay, and these 1-for-1 trades just playing their hands in a big way, but no! This is the upset. SXE has gotten all the way around, and he's done the damage through the sewer tunnel. He's found the kills, and now Denny's Law has players on either side of him. A CZ approaching. He's got to hit this first, and he has it, but does he anticipate the flank? Oh, not in enough time. He'll actually get the shot on, but it's not a shot. It's a leg, and that's a brutal 7-1. The Brazilian scoreline comes through, and just by the tips of their fingers, Nexus salvaged that round.
And it always seems to sneak its way in, doesn't it? The 7-1 scoreline. And that came so close. And you gotta love that from Nexus, right? They always have some sort of contingency protocol. They always have some player on the flank or on some sort of pivot point that's securing these disadvantages for their team. But again, the loss bonus for Skade, it's still okay. They still have money. They still have rifles. They have a lot of utility to back it up. And I still feel like they are in the driver's seat. They can still reclaim this half here. Nice shot.
That was dirty. There's only so many times you can take that info hop. Someone's gonna check. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And now they're rocking straight into the site. Rocking himself, getting 2 kills. And that's the site wide open. This is a save already. At least it should be. Yes, indeed. They're backing off. The money's not there for the CT side. And they've got an AWP and an M4 and a lot of utility to save. So this is worth hanging on to. So Skade, just a quick round. Quick execution into the site. Dominant take. Eliminate all defenders and just secure this second. So they may have stumbled last round, but they're back into it. And now keeping 5 alive, that'll give them a little bit of a cushion to work with, a little bit more comfort here to try and get back into this half.
If it wasn't for this AWP and M4 that they're saving, this would be a hard double reset, right? Raga does eliminate Spellin. They know where the AWP is, but they can't really lose too many numbers hunting for this, unfortunately, because their money's pretty limited as well.
They want to. It's not advisable, though. One more drop, and this gets very rough for the T side. Okay, nobody. And they lose 1 more for the T's, but they'll keep 3 alive so they can continue to grow. But what was looking like a massive cushion has just kind of been deflated a little bit. Bit rough. They should have a comfortable round here as the 4 spy's gonna come out from Nexus. So they're risking it. They're going for it. They're making it rough. They've got 2 MP9s, they've got a CZ, and they have that AWP and M4 to build around. We'll see what they can come up with it. The AWP really does need to lead the charge. How are they gonna try and activate them early? A boost up over towards the B bomb site. It's present here. going to find anything yet, and the boost up over towards A instead comes back to bite them. That M4 is gone. One of the MP9s is out as well. Honestly, this is a pretty tough situation. Raga gets back through to get a frag, but still a man disadvantage, and that AWP really being the last big threat you have in the round makes this a tough hold indeed. Wow. Still hitting it despite blinded up. Another Raga making this happen. The hero play to save them, to keep them alive, but it's only so long he can hang on. And despite massive impact with that AWP, now it's all going to be left to SXE, and all he's got is a CZ.
Yeah, not really the best of weapons for the scenario, Mike. Now, he's heard one player to his left. The only person that he's kind of unsure about is Dennis Law. And Spellin is just playing this savagely. He's just waiting inside the smoke. The MP9 jump up, but Spellin has a superior weapon. And it will be another round for the Bulgarian boys, who have now broken in a double eco fashion for Nexus, who are now struggling. And it will be Skade, at least in a double attempts here to close the gap, right? This could be their chance to find that 5 rounds here onto the T side. Man, Raga, he almost bought him a ticket out of that one.
Right. So impressive with the AWP. 15 and 6 is his line right now, but he's putting some massive numbers on the board, doing a lot for his team, and that AWP in particular is just deadly. I thought they were certainly out of it. I was honestly thinking it was a 5v3 that there was a consideration of the save there. No. Something else to say for it. This round, not going to be so effective. It's just bare pistols, and Rainwaker is open this wide up. Raftu continuing to kill everybody with Nectar. He's low and vulnerable. Zella will find that kill. Now it's just a question whether he can keep this AK alive. No, he cannot. Denny's Law is waiting for him to try and get up the ladder. That's a quick frag and a quick round as well. So Skade will get that 4th, and as you said, they are now very comfortably in striking distance of at least securing the 5, potentially rolling it forward.
Yeah, I misjudged the loss bonus. It's actually a little higher than I anticipated. This is only a single eco, so actually Skade is not quite going to get that 5 rounds on the board for free here. They will be met with some hesitation, but this is a little less than ideal for overpass defenses, right? You're limited on utility, you don't have a kit, you don't have an op to contest a long range, so you're pretty much fighting with rifles for any sort of control that you're looking for, and that could not end well.
Interesting. Spellin tried to throw a smoke onto a Molotov, and it actually bounced over the Molotov. Always a fun thing in CS. He will be all right. No harm, no foul. There's no one to be there for him to really catch, though he was trying to go for that aggressive peek on towards construction, I believe. And he will eventually find the ground. So they're starting to work their way around towards bathrooms. This is a position that's given them some trouble before, but it's pretty soft right now for Nexus. They put the heavy emphasis in towards the deep bomb site. They've just left BTN here to defend. Got support at range from Raga, but Raga doesn't have the op this go around. So honestly, I think if this hit does eventually come in towards A, it's a pretty good shot for Skade to take it. Barring BTN pulling something a little nutty here. Does have the positioning, though. Utilities around him. He's got the first, and they left him alone. So that's Raftu to fall, and now Nexus has the advantage in their pocket, and it's shifted the T response over toward.
Now, mind you, there are only 2 defenders here on this B site. They're falling off. They're about to play a base setup here. It might end well. They might end well. Their hands, a 2-for-1 deal so far for Nexus. That's ending well, but Dennis he'll not quite let that spin out of control. However, IM does respond back. Now it's all down to Dennis Law. His position is known. He's in the open. There's so many players. The reinforcements are here. The cavalry has arrived. And Nexus, they keep 8 rounds here on the board. They maintain their dominant lead. And man, this is ending. This is turning into something I did not expect, to be honest. I thought Skade were gonna have this T side much easier, but they're struggling. They're sweating here.
They certainly are. They're gonna have the ability to compete right back in, and even if they get a bomb plane here, I think they'll be able to continue buying. But this is their best shot. They've still got the op. They've still got all the utility in the world, and they've still got the chance to break Nexus's economy. If they give it up here, if they allow Nexus to take another round and to take it comfortably, this window to really start to even the scoreline is going to evaporate very quickly. Again, we're seeing Nexus is really quick to rotate their presence between the 2 sites, and I kind of like that. They're responding to aggression from Skade very well. They're keeping presence in flux. They're going for a lot of boost ups, although missing the boost there and making a little panel noise means they're not going to attempt it. Twice, but Raftu nearly gets caught out. He's peeking for that info spot, but he nearly got as a result of it. Now I think that's going to slow Skade down for a little bit. They're going to hit the brakes just a bit and slow down before they do eventually figure out which site they want to hit.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that Rafty got the worst end of the stick on that exchange. I thought for sure he was going to win that, but he only did 9. Took 32 back. Right now, Skade is just holding on in water. The problem is there's still some utility left here on the B defenders. That's going to be a smoke there at 40 seconds. That's going to dwindle the time even further. And right now, Skade are looking for the execute here. But the bomb is still top connector, so that's not quite suggesting they're ready to fully commit on the B site. I think they might just go out towards A. Yeah, they are.
Okay, here comes the hit, and it's really just going to be up to Raga. I say only Raga, but he has been so good. Missing players immediately, but there we go. Close-up op shot now. They've got to contend with him. He's not going to be able to get the second, but he's got BTN in position. Unfortunately, that's going to be traded back out. The health isn't great for the T side, and the time is just barely there for them to get the bomb down. Problem is, Dennis Law had to commit to it, and now the players have gotten close up enough, just not leaving themselves enough time to properly clear that and hold on in the post plant. It is going to be a round again for Nexus. Skade getting the bomb plant means I think they'll probably be able to scrape a bye here. But Nexus have now secured 9. They're looking to put that double-digit half on the board and really set themselves up beautifully to clear this game. Bye's borderline. I don't know if they go for this.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. I just feel like you can't. If Rafty maybe had enough for the Galil armor, you would justify it, but... Oh. They are justifying it. It is the Galil armor. Sorry, my math is hard, but... I guess I was right and wrong at the same time, which is kind of hard to do.
He had 3K, right? Yeah.
I forgot it's 1,800 now instead of 2,200.
That cheap. It's wonderful. Just Galils every round. So frustrating. What's an ego? Who knows anymore? But they are going to go for it. And here we go. He's actually got 200 in the pocket. He doesn't buy utility. Flash. That's interesting. Wrapping. We'll get a 1-for-1. And there we go. Right before the smoke blooms. There's going to be Denny's Law taking another. And the kills are stacking up. So this buy being justified in a big way. As Skade are looking to put their 5th run on the board. Though BTN, nice and 8. Has something to say about that. Little Kobe action. Let's see if Raga and BTN can do much of anything. It's a little tricky with the AWP on the retake. They're going to go for a boost up, see if he can't get something here for free. And there's the spot. There's the kill. Now they're certainly going to commit in. Beautifully done from Raga. The panel spam taking a ton of health away from him.
Wow.
And look at the health of these 2 remaining players. As soon as someone taps this bomb, they're going to get spammed down. Molotov trying to force the issue there. Rainmaker actually going down is going to make this tougher, but Spellin's now around towards Monster. This isn't winnable anymore. Raga knows that, but he can't get away either. Spellin will take the kill. He'll retrieve the op to boot. It is going to be a 5th round for Skade.
And they've managed to break the economy for Nexus towards the end of this first half as well. So actually the 9-6 is still within the realm of possibilities here for Skade after all. Which is honestly still an okay finish for Overpass, all things considered. And maybe even a solid finish considering the context of the fact that they got destroyed by Nexus early, but Zello, only high firepower weapon, he's putting that to good use. He's found the early pick. And that's certainly going to tip the scales here in favor of Nexus.
BTN spot. Spellin's thinking about it. He wants it, but the timing is going to be brutal here. Spellin's falling off of it. Now the timing. There's the flash. There's the peek. No one sees anybody, so there's 0 information gained. Spellin knows somebody's in the neighborhood. And there's the first kill for Rainwaker. Can he follow it up? Raga wants to hunt it, and he's burning alive, but he'll do the damage. Now Risky, so little health to play with here, and Raga knows that there's a player right around the corner, won't be able to survive, can't hold off the CZ. And the second kill as well from Denny's Law, upper on upper violence there, and then a follow-up onto SXE. Now everything on IM, looking like this is probably going to be a 6th round for Skade, but IM will have a little bit of chance to make some noise, because the bomb is way back. It's going to take a while to get it into rotation, to get it on towards the site, to get it planted, and figure out what they're doing in the post. So a little bit of a chance to make some ruckus. Don't think anyone was close enough to hear that squeaky door open. Indeed not. Raftu is not aware of it. And if he's looking away at the wrong time, no, he looks back just in time. Secures that 6th round. So a recovery here from Skade. Going to keep this game close. But that's a strong start from Nexus. And if their T side is as polished as their CT side, I'm expecting big things from this roster.
Yeah, I totally agree. The only thing that really concerns me right now for the Skade side is the fact that it's really just 3 players who are popping off, right? Excuse me, not the Skade side. I meant the Nexus side. It's the 3 players who are really popping off, right? You can see SXC and IM who are kind of, even with a solid 9-6 finish, haven't really gotten much action. So they're going to need to sort of step up here on this T side, right? It's going to have to be a team effort. No, right now
it's a little trickier to do, yeah. What I will say is it's easier to hide players who aren't necessarily performing as well on the T side because you can just have them sort of flash to set up your stars a little more effectively than CT. But still, you're right. We definitely need to see a little bit of a wake up from IM and SXE to make a little bit more noise to get something going here.
Yeah, and what's crazy is SXE only has a single flash assist or single enemy flashed. I mean, he's not
no utility damage.
He's not the one throwing utility, and he's not the one getting the numbers. That's not a good sign.
That is concerning. That is much more concerning now that you point that out. That doesn't look great. Shoutouts to Rainwaker, 16 effective flashes, nearly double the next closest person on the scoreboard.
That's insane.
Rocking them flashes.
Okay, here we go. We're back. I think the timeout will soon end. Now, I wonder how Skade will start off this half. Are they looking to regain their confidence by going aggressive somewhere, potentially pushing A, potentially pushing Monster, you know, peeking it with flashbangs? I wonder what their approach will be, and I think their approach here will definitely set the tone. The set of utility now coming out for the Nexus side. SXE's picked up the smoke flash. And it seems like everyone is armored up. You're the only one left.
What's he gonna do? The big question. He's moving. He's not AFK. The great question. We go for a second set of utility or we go for armor and just straight fight it out? Gonna guess there's still a little bit of issues here. It looks like Spellin's having some router issues. So that's probably what was happening there. Hopefully that gets sorted in just a moment. His ping looks perfectly comfortable, so not anything on that end. But no one having bought on the Skade side tells me that they're not super confident something's not going to happen yet.
And if this takes forever, we'll kick it back to the DJ.
I like that we just have DJs on call here. It's a pretty nice touch.
Right? Playing live from Europe is pretty sweet. By the way, guys, just want to remind you all that we do not stand for racism, especially in the chat, especially anywhere, actually, not just in the chat. So if you're being racist, I'm gonna have to crush you with my legs.
The band legs. Some people have a band hammer. You got band thighs.
I think we're good. I think we're live. Oh, wait. Are we? Oh,
there we go. Purchases coming in.
I am what he's rocking, and it will be the set of armor. So SXE with a single flash, single smoke. I really wonder what they're doing. And I think they're just going to go straight for the con control and straight for the A presence. BTN will likely just jump spot, jiggle away A, making sure no one's gaining ground by the second. Skade are looking to pincer in con and water it right now.
I love the spot from Roth, too. It's so difficult to deal with if they actually open the door and he comes out. He'll probably only get one or maybe two, but still, it's an effective spot. And they're going to readjust. They're going to head towards A. No noise being made yet. Going to open the door for the check, which would have been dangerous based on the setup. And a lot of forward information here from Skade. They're going to be able to call this pretty quickly and get a rotation out from Rainwaker. Should it go?
Oh, no.
Here's the noise. Tenny, what a shot just as they come around. That's the bomb as well. That's full confirmation. That can just get picked apart, and Spellin's looking for more. He runs out of bullets, and the kills have come back the other way. So despite a really nice initial setup, trap being strung, this is getting a bit messy here. Even numbers, it's kind of just getting scrappy and brawly, and they're going to go ahead and bail out towards the lower site. I like this read. I like this decision from Nexus to get towards B, guarantee a bomb plant because they know both CTs are on their trail.
Yeah, and I love that Raga actually has the confidence to just remain up here by himself, even under pressure. But unfortunately, sometimes that can bite you because you are alienated and isolated. Now it's all down to BTM to clutch it off. He has a P250, he has armor, and he has a headshot angle that he can just tap away.
Ooh. That's such a unsatisfying end to that duel, but we're gonna get another chance at it. We're gonna get another shot here. There's the tap. There is a kid as well, Rainwaker. And it's a quick execution. This time a little more accurate from Rainwaker's side. Defuse will come through, and that's going to be a pistol round critically taken by Skade to keep this game close. The bomb plant in, though, from Nexus means that I'm almost guaranteeing we're going to see a force buy here in the second round. Come on, don't jinx me here. There we go. The AK comes out. I didn't cast or curse the force buy.
Wow, that was really awkward, wasn't it?
One hero AK. Never mind. I lied. I'm a liar.
It's alright.
That was a really awkward.
They like to mess with us, Mike. I'm telling you, this is the thing. Players, they know we're casting, they know we're about to make predictions, and they say, no, screw the casters.
It seems right to me. This is like the 2 metas ago. The hero AK in the second round. It's a classic. Don't hate it. I am dropping early. It isn't really too big of an issue. He just had the Teagle. I don't think he even had armor behind it. The problem is it's just either BTN kills everybody or you're not going to get anything in this round. And BTN's now dead, so the end of that. The rifle's not retrievable either. It's under full control from Spellin, so you might as well have just not invested in it at all. Go ahead and go for the save. There's the second one through, and this is just going to be SXC to see if he can pop somebody's dome before he inevitably gets killed, and there's the inevitability. So I'm personally not a fan of the 1 hero AK. Just might as well save if you're going to do that. I don't get it, really.
Yeah, and if you are going to hero a weapon, you might as well just get an SG and have actually better percent duels from far. That was actually a little sloppy from Nexus, right? Especially on that long peak, for example. You haven't cleared the right corner, a very common angle, and you guys, you're not having your pistol that's unarmored wide swing for the rifle, right? Or you're not having the rifle. If he's gonna solo PK, just have him clear it properly before you risk 2 players' lives. Now it's an 8 stack early on. What is a terrible start for Nexus? They've just been 8 stack. BTN hasn't even seen a single player, and now he's watching his teammates from the grave.
I love when teams do that, right, in the bonus round, because what's your one advantage in bonus round? You've got a bunch of utility that you know your opponent doesn't have. Yes, you might be a little limited in the weaponry, but if you can kill them before they even see you, what does it matter? I love the devotion to the nade stack in a bonus round. It's such a good use of that kind of sight control and that kind of damage output. And now they've still got mollies, they've still got smokes, they've still got flashes. They can play control for a long time. IM's looking to open something up here, and he's going to find the first. Gets out as well without the potential for a trade, so that's nicely played from IM. Just to make some noise as an individual, draw a little bit of focus. His teammates seem like they want to try and get in towards A, and IM's just being a nuisance to the best of his abilities here towards the B-bomb site. Look at this push from Denny's, though. Time's starting to become an issue. He's going to get in from bathrooms. He's bisecting their approach. Do they have any idea here? Zello's going to get caught. There's the kill. That's the bomb as well. This is all a problem now. 30 seconds left. They have to deal with Denny's. They will be able to do that. He took maybe a little bit of an unfortunately timed peek. And interestingly, Skade's gotten a little twitchy on this rotation they pulled off. They'll have enough time to recover here, as Raftu is now found a utility sailing over his head. But losing Rocking gonna make this tough. That's a good drop of the planter. Now they have to devote a player to recovering that. The flash is perfectly timed. There's just no time left. Raga trying to do this with the AWP, but they can just play the time game and it doesn't matter. He cannot win this round. That is Spellin taking it through. That's a 9th round for Skade. Yes, it came down to the slimmest of margins, but ultimately they win it out.
Raftu the god, man. MP9, long range, and graffiti. I did not expect him to clutch out the round like that for his team. That was so well played. Credit to him. I mean, he really got them that chance there. Nexus now. They're going to go for something a little different. Not quite the hero AK. Now it's a hero op, Mike. They're doubling down on the strategy.
Well, this was the safe route, right? So it's, and he didn't have loss bonus.
That's right.
So I almost expect him to buy around it, just because you're gonna be in a situation where your money is off kilter. But that's a nice kill for Zello. They did pick up some deagles, so a second op now found. Something to work with here. Double op on T side of overpass. Not your typical fare, but hey, if you got it, why not? Why not try? Now this is a question of what can Spellin do. He's got some support, I believe. Yes, that's rocking over towards the Optimus truck. So that's not bad by any measure, but Spellin is really going to have to come up big here. The problem is if you've got the ops. When you've got Spellin who can condense the angles around bathrooms, that's makes it a little easier. Oh, he's going to walk through the smoke. No, Raga's going to have this. Somehow, Spellin wins that duel. I don't know whether that was a bit of a one-way there, but Raga did not realize in time that he was there. Couldn't squeeze off the shot. And now that's a massive upset. That has taken firm control of this round back into the pocket of Skade. And he can fall off of it. He can delay time again. And this, once again, gets to be an issue. He's now spotted out another player out towards long. That's information. This is getting very awkward indeed for Nexus.
At least he's not pogo sticking, okay? That's already a positive. BTN, 1-for-1. That's not too bad, but there's still 2 players on site right here. Raftu will just swing out truck. Nice shot by Zello. Make this a little bit more manageable, but without armor, this is still difficult. He still has to traverse this whole site, Mike. He's not quite in the yet. And Rasu will just swing at the proper time. The lack of armor, unfortunately, makes it incredibly difficult to op when you're getting shot. And it is Skade taking the lead for the first time this game, 10-9.
It's interesting. Again, I am an SXC just really struggling here, and they haven't picked up really the kill output. They haven't picked up the utility. They still have 0 utility damage on the both of them. The effective flashes haven't really accelerated. They're more in line with the rest of their team, but their team on the whole is just not using utility that effectively compared to Skade, who are doing a pretty great job of it, especially now that they're on that CT side. It's a lot easier to do. And we're going to see another drop here, so hopefully that gets fixed quickly. Yeah, I guess there's some loss issue coming in there, but this is concerning. If you're Nexus, this is really concerning.
Can I point something out really quickly? IM and SXC's scores combined are less than, so the 4th and the 5th player are less kills combined than the 3rd place player, and BTN, the 3rd place player, has 7 assists, which is higher than both of the bottom players' kills combined. Not combined, but both higher than both of them.
Oof. And
even their ADR don't even match up.
Oh no, this is a really lackluster performance for IM and SXC. They just need to pick this up a little bit. They need to start contributing in some way. Even if it's just baiting for their teammates, right? You've got to start contributing in some way. It's problematic here because it's pretty much, we see like Raga go nuts with the op. We see Zello pull something tricky. BTN's been contributing, but it's not a stellar game. It's a very solid game. No, it's very solid. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing.
He's doing damage at least.
Yeah, he's got the assists. It's just not the output. He's got the ADR, but you've gotta get a bit more out of your bottom two to really pick it up, to really wake up, to give yourself a shot here. Because Skade now in the lead. We've seen the momentum behind them. They're having some star performances out from Spellin, and Rav too as well. And we just need a little bit more from the Nexus side to contend.
Okay.
Looks like they might need an admin.
Yeah, let's cut to a music. Let's bring the DJ in here, Mel. We're gonna step away for a few seconds. DJ will play us some music, and we'll be back as soon as these players are ready to go. And we're back, everybody. Please no toxico.
Please no.
You guys can be toxic to me, okay? I can take it. But to each other,
too.
respect.
Why can't we all just be friends? I just want to bake a cake out of my feelings.
Yeah, can I get some of that cake? Mixed in with your
I'll
feelings.
see if I can. I'll send it your way.
I'm down.
Feelings give it flavor.
I mean, what's coming
Looks
your
like
way
some
right now?
aggression. Doesn't work out. Rocket's ready for it. They've done that a couple rounds now where they've taken that aggressive towards control. Hasn't always yielded results. Push out the construction. Not really finding much there. This time, at least, Denny's Law punished him. So I love that response from Nexus. That's a big read. That's an adjustment there. Maybe they use this time from the tech pause to sort some things out, figure out how they wanted to switch things up and get a little something going here.
Now, really, I feel like the only person who has any sort of ability to do something here is really Spellin, right, towards long A. He can maybe get information. He can maybe take a duel if he's feeling it. For now, he's just holding on to the A control. And as long as he's here, he can just sort of be the only player here while the B defenses remain reinforced. But at some point, right, there's some sort of paranoia. Like, are they creeping into CT spawn? Are they starting to flank B? That's when things get a little weird. That's when Spellin gets to... I'm super antsy.
Oh, that's a big kill to find. If he goes down here, there's absolutely nothing to hold them off of A. Instead, he's going to be able to find a little something. And now he can trigger the rotation as well, because that's information he's going to hear. The utility just wants to keep his position alive. He'll concede the plant, but they're a little slow to do so. Player's now going to make their way around jump up. Zello has heard that, though. Should be able to tip off his teammates. If he's going to come in here and get a little frisky. It's not a comfortable position for Skade to really retake from, especially with no control in towards the bathrooms, and I am starting to wrap his way around, almost like he wants to flank out Spellin. Won't be necessary if Spellin does drop, and this is looking very good indeed. Even be a safe scenario if they can get out of here, but they're already committed to the angle. Raftu in a 1v2 now, and he's not going to get one of those twos. He is dropped. 10-10 is our scoreline. It is all tied up, and out of the break, a little bit of an answer back here from Nexus.
What a perfect time to do it. The economy here for Skade is not looking so hot, Mike. This could be very well be Nexus reclaiming the lead and reclaiming their economy a little bit. But Rain, what can you say? He has a lot of money in the bank, so I imagine next gun run there will still at least be an op here for the Bulgarian side. But for now, Nexus is in the driver's seat.
The other thing that was nice about that round, we called them out a lot. I think IM and SXE both contributed in that round. I think they both found it. So that's a nice change up.
Hey.
That's what you need. You need contribution across the board. And if that changes for the better consistently now, this could be a different team. As it is now, full stack for Skade. Respect the choice. All you've got invested is a single P250. So might as well give it the best chance to have. Unfortunately for them, it seems like Nexus has other plans in mind. No interest in the B-bomb site as of yet. They're inching their way into control on towards A. The one thing I will say is they're going so slowly into it. By the time they take control towards long, we're going to be over towards 40 seconds. And if this full stack rotates up, this could be dangerous. As I say that, looks like they're on the move. There will be no chance to bail up. This could get a little weird.
And they're going quietly. I think that's the most important thing, right? Not raising any alarm, not giving away any information. They're patient enough, they might just have the right gamble here. Nexus, they have all their eggs in one basket. No one's towards Connector in the water. No one's towards Monster. So it's really, that's it. They're committed. The bomb's all the way long gate. Now they've been spotted. And now Skade realizes what's happening. They're all just going to sit here and wait patiently.
Only left themselves 15 seconds as well. Yes, they're finding the kills here, but honestly, with a molly on the box, all they need is one kill on the planter. Just stay alive, Spellin. No, they'll have enough time. They get the bomb down towards Optimus. It was very risky. Very risky indeed. I hate when teams do that on Antigua, when they let it run so very low. Because all it takes there is the bomb to drop it in an awkward spot, and all of a sudden, that round is lost. And Nexus will salvage it. They'll make it happen. And they do so cleanly, but whew, making me nervous with that clock. It's the op you were hoping for.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of need that, at least a single op, right? That awesome op lanes, long gate, bathrooms. The party peak. Now, Spellin's been playing extremely forward on the long A control, and I like it right now. Rockin playing that jump spot. He'll get it free information towards water, although he hasn't gotten much from that. But look at Spellin's position. It's incredibly dangerous right now towards long A. He has the flank potential. And he has information, right? You can hear footsteps running around. Are they walking away from A? Are they coming towards A? And there's Dennis Law holding it down towards connector, towards the bracket area with that op.
Big pick here. Spellin will find it. Bodies are dropping for Nexus, and they're contained as well. That bomb, they've got to be careful. It's all the way back. At this point, honestly, they've got no control of it. They've got no information. Even if they take the site here, it may not much matter, because if Spellin keeps rocking forward, he's going to find the C4. Denny gets caught, shot and missed. It's a bit of a problem, but now it's all alone for Zello. Got to go heroic. He will find the next as well. So he's continuing to do damage, at least limit this CT economy, and they would rather get quite healthy. He's trying to get rid of this AWP, succeeding at least for the moment. Has to be a bit careful. They don't know. They know he doesn't have the bomb. They don't know where the bomb is, but 20 seconds left. This is just going to run out of time. He can't get back to get the bomb. He can't get towards, unless he somehow kills everybody. This round's over, and I think at this point he'd rather just die. Or snap and kill everybody. 3 kills. He's just getting rid of the ops. This man is the cleaner right now. 5 seconds left on the clock. There he will die, but he has hidden the AWPs. There's no chance for them to find him. Throwing him outside the borders of the map, and he will hurt that economy majorly. Considering he was the last alive, he did so much damage.
Yeah, not bad consolation right there for Nexus. Conceded the round, but they didn't concede the money at least. Skade don't. Now they're going to be fully used up. Their entire bank has been used up here, Mike. And even that, it's down to Famas, downgraded, unfortunately. They do have 2 AKs, so that will certainly help things out. But Ellen continues his presence forward on the outside control, right? This time he's in connector. Now he's fallen off a little. And it's actually the water players who are there. He just provided the Molotov for cover while these players towards Monster advance, and now they have a lot of information. No one is home Monster. No one is there inside of water. And that really just leaves A. He's back on that long A position.
It's been good. He's been so good from it. They haven't done a good job of clearing it. He's done a ton of damage here again and again. This time they're going to go for the flower pot boost. If they give him any sort of audio on them, they'll still have the kill. Not the second, but still damage done. And there's the trade as well from Rocking. So the setup works beautifully for Skade. Going to give them the advantage. And now they can rotate a third up here. They've got numbers. If the rotation gets here in time, they should be able to make this work. And there's a flank coming in as well. So if it slows down for Nexus, if they get stunted, this could be problematic. And indeed, that's what's happening. They're trying to back off. They're trying to get back down towards Connector. And Ralph, if he finds the timing here, he could annihilate them. He could be their undoing. I'll leave 1 player in bathrooms. Raga is not watching for this. He's got the bomb. He's not watching for this. Here's the check. Raftu sees the gun barrel. Oh no, a missed shot. There we go. Makes good on it. That's a big kill to find. That should be the undoing of the round. There's only 1 player remaining. SXZ, the weight of the world on his shoulders, just trying to sprint to get a bomb plant. Only 25 seconds. And a player in the water means that this should not be possible. He'll try and stick it, hoping desperately no one's around. Unfortunately for him, not the case.
12-11. Now the money's broke here for Nexus. That lack of bomb plan really hurts them. Although they do have a loss bonus maxed out. That helps, certainly. Now at least minimizes their eco potential, right? It maximizes their gun rounds. It allows them a real fighting chance to double reset Skade here towards the later part of this game. And that's going to be, I think, a big factor if it comes into play. Dennis Law looking for the peak, but now he's overwhelmed on the A side. This is actually a little bit He's a little overconfident here from Skade. They might have overstepped their bounds. Now it's Spellin retreating quickly, but yeah, he has him pincered.
Just get aggressive with it. Why not? Keep charging forward. Take the momentum you've got and roll it through. Rocking trying to hold back, but these trades too good. And now they've got rifles to work with. They've slowed up a bit, and the problem here is if they come in for Rainwaker, he's got the first. Needs to fall off, knowing he's low, knowing they want to chase, but at least he's brought the numbers even for the moment, and he's given them a little bit of food for thought. So they are stopped in their tracks. They're slowing it up. They're allowing Raftu to reposition. They might just give a chance for Skade in this round. I honestly would have expected them to just keep rolling with the momentum. That's a big second frag, and the shot confirms the position of Raga, and now Raga has to try and punch in the numbers, has to try and clutch this out. He's got 50 seconds at least, and he's going to take the fight forward, and Rainwaker with just 1 HP will survive to get the kill, to secure the round, to put a 2-round lead on the board for Skade.
Man, that got so close, though. I mean, one kill goes differently there, and that round derails completely, and Skade find themselves in a terrible scenario. But crisis averted. Dennis Law maintains his op at least, and the lead extends slightly for Skade. But the problem is now they're all used up, right? Their money is fully invested, and they've lost their loss bonus. Not only that, but next they have a solid purchase. Now it's going to start with water control, a little bit more passive on the long A. I think they're starting to pick up on Spellin's aggression, right? It's been so consistent on the A site. Now they're kind of just waiting for it.
Boost up again. We saw a lot of this from Nexus in the first half. A lot of boosts on their own CT side. This time information gained, there's nobody in towards construction whatsoever. So they're going to start to rotate presence on towards this A-bomb site. And we'll see. Nexus have started to make the clock their enemy. These last few rounds, the pace has been glacial if they don't find an initial pick to operate off of. Even that last round, right? They get a ton of momentum off the initial picks. They start running them down, and then they stop at a certain point. And this is just starting to become a little concerning. You make the clock your enemy, it's like you're playing against 6 instead of 5. Good pick, though. There was the spot on the second. The opera in towards bathrooms. There's the second confirmation. Ranga's trying to chase it. He will eventually find the kill, and here we go. Now they steamroll onto the site proper. He swaps to the second op just to get some extra ammo in the tank. He's up to Rocking to hold on. He's got one, not the second. But Raftu's here, and it's one after another. The body's dropping. Everything's left for Rainwaker. And he honestly might just try and get out of here. Got money worth saving. He's going to go ahead and bail out. That's going to be the round 1 for Nexus. So critically, they pull it back. They pull this closer, and the money's going to be really weird here on the Skade side. So Nexus might have just bought themselves a breath of air.
Raga is just such a beast right now, man. He's just jumping around, no fear. He's so confident just freestyling the op. He doesn't need to be part of the structure. He'll open up his own passage in his own version of Counter-Strike, and you just love to see that. But this is such an unfortunate event for Skade, right? Luckily, Rainwaker has some money seeped over, but this next round is going to be awkward here for Skade. I really hope they take some sort of tactical timeout. Just discuss your options.
I think they gotta eco this. You've got the hero AK, work around that. Maybe buy some upgraded pistols. Rainwaker, well, honestly, I'm not even sure he wants to drop. Because if he drops, then that limits their opportunity to get the op. Oh, he's gonna drop a full rifle. Okay, they're gonna risk it. They are going in on this round. Or at least Rainwaker is. The timeout actually comes from the T side, which is interesting. It does give them a chance to discuss their options, and they'll be getting the FAMAS out. That is the one advantage of the very cheap FAMAS, is you can kind of get away with some of these riskier buys. It's probably just going to be Denny's Law who's going to be limited in terms of weapon. Everyone else should be able to get a rifle at the least.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they're going for the buy, save, buy, save, buy. I think they're going for the buy sandwiches here. Instead of, because if they save here and they next, yeah, if they lose the, yeah, so they're going instead of for the other round. So the other alternative would be to save here and then buy in the next round, and if they lose the next round, they have to save at the 14-13, which would give Nexus the round up. But in this version, they buy here, they save at the 13-13 and buy again for the 14-13.
Makes sense.
But that leaves them with kind of a bad buy if they have a loss streak here for the final round. So both versions are arguable. They're going for a little bit of a risky version. But the thing that worries me, though, is that Nexus maintain a loss bonus that's significantly higher, right? So they have sustained purchases. They don't have as much to pay. Look at that. They're taking things into their own hands with a triple boost towards Graffiti that literally could not have come at any better of a time to Skade.
Done. A little bit of an awkward bounce on that smoke there for Rocking. Gonna lose a little bit more health to Molotov than he was perhaps hoping for, but there's heavy presence here. And despite losing the health to the boost, or losing the player to the boost, it seems like Nexus still wants to go here. They've got some control outside Monster, but there's a lot here for the CT side. They're rotating off of it. Unfortunately, timed rotation for them. Could make things a little bit difficult, but there's still 2 players in the site. They can do a ton of damage as this take comes in. Get the retake up. Good timing on the flash. I think they're hearing a response here. That's the TVs are coming back this way. Smoked down, but Rocking still playing around the pillar. They're all bunched up. They've got no other way to go. It's either hit here and win, or everything goes down. BTN's got 2, a third as well, and Raga contributes, so it's working out. Spellin with the scout is all that remains. It's going to be a bomb plant for sure, and a missed shot there, but a follow-up. Spellin's got to do it off with the scout, and the bigger scope's going to win it. So 13-13 it is. Not a lot of money left for Nexus in that round, but they'll be more than happy to roll through, and it's going to be the full eco for Skade.
Wow, this is getting really tight now, isn't it?
Oof.
Oof. I feel like every decision is so important from here. Like, you can't make any wrong decisions anymore.
That's why we're seeing a timeout every round. Nexus wants to discuss their options. I mean, I think they can just use a timeout every round at this point. They've got 2 remaining, I think. This is the second one of their 4. I think they're just gonna roll it. Just gonna make sure they have a distinct plan for every single round, and I respect that decision. What I will say also, thing to keep an eye on, Raga is now 1 away from the 30 bomb.
Hey. And it looks like I am in the sexy have woken up a little.
Yes, indeed. Still not glorious score lines, but they're contributing. They've also thrown some flashes, which is great. That's what's good to see. 10 flashes now for IM. He's gone to more supportive role. He's now as the 2nd most effective flashes on the team. Still behind absolutely everybody over on the Skade side, so take from that what you will. But at least he's trying.
I wonder what the decision is here. Are they coming with some sort of plan in mind? And it looks like they are. They're going to go straight to the long A control with pistols. And they're going to go for the stack. Now, this sometimes works out pretty well. Especially if, you know, if Nexus comes in with 1 or 2 people and they aren't ready to commit on the B site off the reaction. Then, you know, they have weapons. The rounds being delayed. The rotates are kind of everywhere now. Look at the patience from the Romanian side, but they are beginning to advance. Maybe they take the bait after all.
Oh no. The flash is there, but here we go into the stack. First one dropped. Tons of damage done on the second. Rocka's going to hold him off. There's the 30 bomb for him. But that was nearly even riskier. BTN on 1 health. They're going to try and roll back around, but that's the AK found. There's the op as well. Raga dropped. This isn't over yet, folks. It's not over by any measure. I am now not low as well. This is getting so risky. The bomb will be down at the very least, so they've got that to operate off of them with no kits. If Skade really want to compete for this, they better get close quickly. I am doing the pistol again. He's dropped. There's the second. The op finds it. Only BTN with 1 health. One health to survive.
Man, this is gonna have to be played out perfectly. Luckily for him, BTN has, Rainwaker has an op. That doesn't really discriminate, but now the bomb tap comes out. There's no way for BTN to clear it from here. He has to wide swing into Rainwaker. Oh, he uses 1 shot with the USB, and he lands it. And somehow, Skade, they avoid disaster. They pick up a round they had no business winning and find themselves at 14. Nexus, how have you done it against full pistols, USPs, no armor, a single P250? Wow, that is a terrible loss for the Romanian side.
Oh, man. I don't understand. All right, you lose a body to the initial phase, right? That's fine. Why don't you go down connected? They still go towards A, where, yes, they do have full control and a full path out bathrooms to the bomb plant, but your pistol players are much closer. Right, you could just bail off. They wanted to keep them off that 1 rifle, and that wound up punishing them in a major way. And oh, what a round to let slip. Now the money is completely changed. They're betting everything on this round for the Nexus side. They've got an auto on Raga, a glass cannon auto sniper. It works. Spellin's down. The double op, this first op of that second op is out. But hey, I guess change up the formula. Glass cannon auto, not what you're going to expect if you're on the Skade side.
Whew. Some return at least. Shot for shot. So far it's balanced, but the map control here for Nexus is a little wider than Skade's, and soon they'll be pushed back to site. However, they've shown propensity to maintain control of long and maintain control of long bathrooms. A pretty crucial part of the map, late round at least for the CT side. I think Skade is beginning to get the inkling, right? There's no noise A. We don't see anyone long. We don't hear anyone sands or divider or party. And I think they're starting to realize this is likely ending here. Blackman comes out. Would not be any better time, but a 1-for-1 trade once again. The glass cannon, it's helping out.
Every time they get a kill with a glass cannon auto, I just can't help but smile. It's so strange, so unorthodox. The problem is, if it comes down to a 1v3 with a glass cannon auto, you're not going to be feeling so hot. Now it's BTN, who does get a critical frag here. He's trying to go up for the bomb plant now, but they know this angle as well, and he'll lose his life to Denny's off. Everything onto that glass cannon player, who swaps to the AK, but can't quite bring it through. What a shot from Rocking. They survive. They make it happen. Skade now on map point. And the money is gone for Nexus. They're going to drain the bank to even be able to compete in this one, but it's going to be odds, ends, and pocket change to make this happen. It's all come down to this, and now they've got to try and make their last stand.
Mike, they had such a great winning condition, the Romanian side, and that eco derailed everything for them. That did not go according to plan. Now Skade, they're comfortable on this final round. They have weapons, they have utility, they have full kits, they have the op for Danislaw. They're not too concerned. It's going to be a desperate push out the monster through the smoke. Not like this. 3 kills for Rainwaker. BTN trying to come through, but it will be wrapped due to clean house, and it is Skade barely skating by here at a 16-13 win.
Oof.
Man, what a first map between both these teams, Mike.
What an exciting game. I mean, wow, that one did not fail to entertain. I'm so excited for map 2. I'm so excited to see Mirage between these two rosters. I honestly have no idea what to expect. It's just anything. What I do expect is fireworks. I expect fireworks all the way down, and I'm so excited to see it happen.
Yeah, I just hope that Nexus's psyche recovers, right? Because I think to some degree, they feel like they had that game in the bag, right? I mean, it was 13-13 or 13-12, excuse me. Their economy was there. The round was there to even build their economy further. Everything was a green light, Mike. Everything was green light for that finish line. And it just derailed. And the Bulgarian boys steal that win away from Nexus on their map pick, mind you. So shout out to Romania. They fought on their side. Nexus fought hard for that win right there towards the end, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Now, second map that is coming up, it is going to be Mirage. And before we cut to a break, follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you got, we're there. Follow us. And if you're in the market for some skins, some SSD giveaways, perhaps 1 terabyte for all your anime needs, well, we got you. Just follow our socials to learn how to enter. And of course, follow this beautiful man, his ats down below. Follow me as well. And follow Melanie, our producer observer. She does a fantastic job. But for now, we are going to cut to a break while the DJ plays music for us. And we'll be back shortly for the second map.